Oh, fancy seeing you here. Hey, what's up? Today we're doing a You're Bad at Social Media video where we look at social media and we figure out why it's bad. This is You're Bad at Social Media number 166. Let's do it!
Hey, what's up?
Love morning coffee, even when it tells me that I want to die. What were you writing on your computer? Starting to get a little concerned for your mental health. Just having my morning coffee while I write to the girl that I'm stalking and let her know that I can't live without her. Can't live without her. Girls with septum rings be cool as hell, you know what? Door knocker? You aight with me. When she's disassociating, give a gentle knock to see if anybody's home. I wonder if that happens to people with septic rings a lot if they get knocked on like doors. Anybody home? Fossils of a turtle the size of a car have been unearthed in South America. Carlos for scale. Carlos is a standard unit of measurement. I wish it was. I imagine that Carlos only hangs out with this person taking the pictures because they need to use Carlos as a reference of size. Maybe they're a photographer called Carlos compared to things. It's a whole blog. They got a whole thing, a whole TikTok series or some shit. I don't know. They got a whole tweeter about it. The way you have to milk this pig to get your barbecue sauce at this restaurant. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with milking a pig like it's a cow. Regular, hot, rib roaring what? What? What is that? What's that one in the middle there? Oh, and Cheryl's secret sauce. Okay, the last two both sound horrible. Maybe it was supposed to say chocolate, but they spelt it wrong and the rest of the word got wiped off or something. I don't know. Don't milk that one. Look at the smile on this pig's face, too. What a pervert. Oh, here's an embarrassing one. 2 bikes took from my back garden last night. If anyone sees them around, can they let me know? Thanks. And it's a picture of the 2 bikes. And then there's some comments underneath. At least you have pictures of the 2 who stole the bikes. They look like scumbags. They are my kids on the bikes. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at your comment. Talk about putting your foot in your mouth. This one confused me a little bit at first, but what I got from it is that this is a picture of her children on the bikes that were stolen. So she wasn't like, hey, these are the people who stole my bikes, which is what I thought was actually happening at first too, because I'm sorry, but you used a picture of your kid on the bike giving you the middle finger. Can you blame this person? That just looks like a criminal. If I am within about 6 feet of someone who received the jibbity jab for more than a minute or so, I will begin to get agitated within my throat and the lungs. I will begin to feel tightness in the back of my neck and then pressure in my head. If I remain in their presence for a longer period of time, hour or more, which has only happened once to an osteopath appointment, then I will begin to feel total body discomfort, as if I'm getting the flu. It took about a half a dozen times of this happening over the period of about a month or so before I was convinced of what was causing it. As for Wi-Fi, I feel a general agitation and pressure / a goofy feeling in the head. I have woken up in the middle of the night with this distinct feeling only to identify that someone on the property had turned their hotspot on to stream a movie. It must be hard to live in your crazy ass brain. Like to live with that kind of mentality in your brain. Wow. What is it like to be so fucking insane? Like, she needs help. If this is what she truly thinks, you need help. This is gonna be one of those people that like didn't realize they're pregnant and they're like, oh, I just keep getting this sickness all the time, like I'm getting the flu, and then it's gonna be like 9 months and be like, what, I'm pregnant? I thought I was having a tumor caused by 5G. Oh, go on then, it's Christmas. This is a sign that says, go on then, it's Christmas. $2.99 on tampons. Treat yourself, because tampons are the best stocking stuffer for that girl in your life that may be going to have the period soon. This note my neighbor left on my door gets crazier the more you read. Dear neighbor, you just moved into this neighborhood a year ago, and I wanted to give you time to correct this problem on your own, but you are apparently too inconsiderate to do so. Every day this week when weather has been nice and windows are open, you proceed to let your small children run free in your backyard and laugh and giggle and carry on without end. This is very disruptive for my 2 dogs and my bird who sits next to the window and like to look into your yard. Perhaps you could ask him to tone it down a bit, or at least limit his outside time to 15 to 20 minutes a day so my dogs can be outside without seeing him running around. If this kind of behavior persists, I will call the police. And they will do nothing because I'm a crazy bitch. Why are people so insane in this world? Is this a true note, or is this another case of someone just writing up a note and being like, my neighbor sent me this note, they're crazy? Yeah, that'll go viral. I just feel like you always have to take this stuff with a grain of salt now, because yeah, maybe some crazy neighbor was like, hey, your kids only need 20 minutes of fresh air per day, okay? My dogs are more important. Maybe that happened, which I honestly would not put past people. People are insane. But also, people are very desperate to go viral on the internet. So that's also a possibility. With all of these, really, that's a possibility. He's in Canada. This is the Santa Tracker app. Is he really traveling around, or is this just fun for the kids? You know Santa isn't real, right? Of course it's just for the kids to think he's flying around. This person saw the Santa app and was like, wait a minute, I thought we were Santa. Santa's a real person. Is he really a real dude? That lazy ass has been making me buy presents for my own kids. And here is one that involves Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnie. The Special Olympics makes no sense. The Olympics are for the best athletes in the world to compete against each other to determine who is the best. Having blanks compete is doing the opposite, and the blanks is just not a word that I'm okay with saying, and the word is just not a word I'm comfortable saying in my videos anymore. Already you're a piece of shit just for being like, why do they get to compete? But then you gotta drop an R-bomb on them. But then Arnold replied to this person and really put him in his place, which I enjoyed reading. So, let me read it to you now. Should I read it in his voice? As stupid and evil as this comment is, I'm not going to delete it or ban you. Yet. Because it's a teachable moment. This is not his voice at all. I'm just gonna stop. You have two possible paths ahead. Right now. Okay. I'm really taking the sincerity out of this by doing a horrible Arnold voice, so... Okay, now I'm done. You have two possible paths ahead right now. I guarantee you that these athletes have more courage, compassion, brain, skill, actually more of every possible human quality than you. So take their path. You could learn from them and try to challenge yourself, to give back, to add something from the world. Or you could stay on your path and keep being a sad, pitiful, jealous internet troll who adds nothing to the world but mocks anyone who does out of a small-minded jealousy. I know what you really want is attention, so let me be clear. If you choose to keep going this way, no one will ever remember you, because I'm going to bury you. You don't piss off the Terminator, okay? But seriously, what kind of sick fuck goes out of their way to be like, oh, the Special Olympics isn't good? Like, what? In what world do you think that someone's gonna be like, yeah, man, you're right. Right on. I just hope that this person who wrote this comment saw what Arnold said to them and saw that and grew from it. Grew as a person. Evolved as a human being. I hope that's what happened. Probably not, because I feel like there is a lot of people out there that just aren't capable of growing and evolving as a human being. I like to think that I evolve as a human being every year. If you look at my videos from 10, 15 years ago, I am a much different person then than I am now. I like to think I'm more mature. I'm smarter. I don't drop the F-bomb every third word like I used to back then. But, you know, it was a different time. It was a different time. Anyway, I'm just saying, people need to learn to grow, learn from your faults, grow, evolve to be better people. That's what it's all about. That's what life's all about. Learn from your mistakes and become a better person. Anyway, good shit, Arnold. I'm proud of you. And that's the social media video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/FLuffeeTalks. Patreon.com/FLuffeeTalks.